Want to sing fast riffs like Tori Kelly? I will teach you how to learn and sing the riff you just heard with my Riff Rules and Riff Blocks method. This is a ridiculous riff, but if you get the process for this one, you'll be able to learn any riff. So here's my 4-step method to sing any riff. I call it the Riff Rules. Step 1, make sure you know every note in the riff. To be sure, you can try to sing the riff in slow motion. Etc. If you cannot sing the riff in slow-mo, you also won't be able to do it at speed. My riff block system will help you find and remember the notes. I'll explain it in the second part of this video. Step 2 of the Riff Rules, make sure you can sing every note without tension, because if you're tense, you can't be fast. Lower the pitch of the riff if you need to. Step 3, slowly increase the speed of the riff until you're back at the original speed. Step 4, go past the original speed to over-practice and feel super confident. After, the original speed will feel slow in comparison. To help you sing riffs at different speeds, you can use the cog wheel in your YouTube player. If you use the custom speed slider, you can change the speed in very small increments. Bonus riff rule: add a soft H sound as if you were laughing between the notes to make them sound like separate notes instead of a sloppy slurry. All the great riffers do it. Without the H, the riffs would sound slurry. Hey! It's just one mess. It's very difficult to distinguish and separate notes like this. If you add a consonant between your notes, it's much easier. Dabba 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 da. But we don't really want to hear a consonant in a riff. So the most subtle one is the H. Even if I just slide up and down while laughing without even trying to hit any notes, it already sounds like I'm singing fast. So pay attention the next time you hear a riff. I bet you can hear the subtle H in between the notes. Now about riff blocks. The hardest part for many singers is hearing and remembering the notes of the riff. To do so, it helps to split the riff into multiple riff blocks. Step 1. Listen to the riff at a slower speed if you have to, and figure out all the notes by drawing lines on a piece of paper, like this. Hey. It does not have to be precise, it should just give you a general sense of how many notes there are and if they're going up, down, or staying the same. Step 2, now divide the whole riff into riff blocks of about 3 to 6 notes. Split the riff at natural pauses whenever possible, like this. Lay me down. The goal is to make the blocks so small you can easily remember and sing them. Step 3, if you can sing every block, now just stick them together and you have the whole riff. The riff block method is part of step 1 of the riff rules. Once you can sing the riff in slow-mo, continue to step 2, no tension, step 3, speed up, and step 4, over practice. Now it's just a matter of putting in the reps until you can sing the riff. Here are a couple more riffs with riff blocks. For you on the street,
feeling small.
As you can see, the same blocks come back again and again. There are only so many options. I find that riffs often sound more impressive and complicated than they actually are after splitting them into riff blocks. Once you learned a couple of riffs this way, you will start hearing the same riff blocks everywhere. You'll start hearing riff blocks instead of separate notes, and it will become so much easier to remember and copy riffs you find in the wild. Here are my 2 favorite ways to practice riffing. Number 1, find a riff you like and copy it using the riff rules and the riff blocks. This is the fastest way to build up your riff skills and your riff block repertoire. If you find a riff and you can honestly say, I wonder if I could sing this riff, then it's the right difficulty level for you. Too easy and you'll get bored and you won't learn anything. Too hard and you might get discouraged. The riff we learned in this video is ridiculously complicated. I used it as an example to demonstrate this method even works for the most complicated riffs. But unless you're already an experienced riffer, start your practice with something simpler. Favorite way to practice number 2, sing along with a song and improvise riffs everywhere you can, after every line or even on every sustained note. This is not about taste, it's about putting in the reps. This way, you get 30 chances to practice your riffing in a 3-minute song instead of just 5. This is easiest in a slower song with many sustained notes and pauses between the lines, preferably one that already has riffs in it. Variations. You can give yourself free rein to just sing any riff, or you can challenge yourself to sing a particular riff block or combination of riff blocks after every line or long note. I heard that you settled down. Or, I heard that you settled down. Or, I heard that you settled down. Etc. Notice the H in between the notes? If you follow the riff rules, now it's just a matter of putting in your reps until you become riff royalty. The righteous ruler of the riffs. The riff rider. Spliffy Riffy. Jack the Riffer. Okay, I'll stop. To sing with less strain and make your riffs go faster, watch this video about breath support next. I think it's my best video yet and that you'll like it.